I think that should do it. That should be better. There we go. And game audio. There we go. All right, load game. We don't have a game, so let's just pick an empty slot. Are we allowed to do that? Accept. Difficulty, we're going to play this on normal. It's the first playthrough. Gamma. I'll raise the gamma a little. A little darker on my screen because I'm streaming it from the Xbox. $2013 for this game, I believe.
There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horseman War triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other Horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will? What of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon. The Nephilim, countless realms pursued and burned them to ash. But four amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The four would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded Horsemen formed, and the riders' first task was to purge their own brethren from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls. Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the four, not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother above all else. He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner, Death.
That's right, he is Death. Kinslayer.
To bargain for war's freedom, Death swore that he would resurrect humanity. But he knew not how this might be done. And so Death rode forth into the icy veil to find the Keeper of Secrets.
Alright, here we go. Find a way to save War. Find the Keeper of Secrets. This is a little bit different than the original Darksiders. You start off with the horse right away. And here we're trying to save our brethren. Music's quite good. I was listening to the soundtrack before during the countdown screen, and it pretty much it's pretty solid, from what I heard. Hey, Vert, how's it going? Yes, I'm back. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Seems like forever since we did this, but how are you today? Let's try pressing RB. We'll give this horse some life. Run a little faster. Hope this looks good, but new place is coming along. I haven't finished the game room, as you can see behind me. That's a work in progress, and it will be for a while. I need to move a lot of things around, and that's contingent on us buying some more furniture in the future, so I don't have any of my toys up. I have my wife's printer up, because that's the only place we could fit it right now. But, we're getting there. Eating some grub and watching some baseball. Nice. Yeah, baseball's been a little brutal for me the last week. Mets, but... Press RB to dodge incoming attacks. Time your dodge to avoid damage. There we go. So like the first game, this is basically a hack and slash. Some RPG elements. Probably more than the first game. Yeah, luckily the Mets are doing great this year, but the last week and a half, it kind of stumbled a little, so... hoping to keep the momentum going. By the way, I disabled all the channel points for now. Eventually I'll start accepting requests for games again. I know a lot of people have channel points. Tons of them. But I turned them off now because this game is going to take us about a month to play. And then we're going to start playing Halloween games, so... in due time, we'll take requests. People always have good choices. I guess we found the Keeper of Secrets. We missed it. Yeah, that division is pretty tough that the Brewers are in. It's a tough one this year. There's still time. I mean, you have, what, maybe about 25 games left, so... got some health potions here. I mean, anything could happen. Was I supposed to fall in here? I don't think so. A to run along the wall, okay. Not doing that right. How am I not doing that right? When I practiced, I was, but... get in, they'll probably be bounced right away. Never know, man. Never know. What do you think about your football team, at least? Packers fan, right? Move towards the wall at an angle. Oh, just hold down A. Packers are going to be real good. Yeah, they will. I don't know. Raiders went 4-0 in the preseason. They don't have any drama this year. It might be good for them. I'm a Raiders fan, of course, and see what happens with them. So they keep dropping these items, and I keep picking them up. I don't know. Like, I'm not used to this. Some of them are supposed to be really good, and you can upgrade them, and then some of them are like garbage. Guess we'll find out as we play along. Then you get like stuff like boots and things like that. So you could equip stuff in this game, right? Yeah, I hope so with the Raiders. You get skill points, you got a map, which you don't have in the third game. Shame they didn't put it in there. And these are your stats. So got gear. Dust, he shows me the way. I got Despair, my noble steed. Got a sight that's level 1. And we got 2 hammers. I could clip any of these. Okay, so that gets used as a secondary weapon. Got it. Now, I don't mind at all that this is the 360 edition. It was very enticing to play the upgrade, but it just ran horribly on PC. I don't know if it was my system because I didn't have game mode on. I usually keep it off when I'm playing. Oh, come on, jump away. It's LT, not RT. There we go. Yeah, I just had a crappy experience with it. It was like lagging for some reason. It's a 2015 game, it shouldn't be doing that. Probably badly optimized or something. Yes, I did stream the first game, and I was pleasantly surprised with the first game. I think someone picked it for me to play, and I was like, okay, let's give it a try. I'm like, this is awesome. Of course, we have to play the second game. I own the third game. I don't know if we'll actually stream that, but it's not supposed to be as good as this. Alright, so that's a secondary weapon. Oh, nice combos. Is it? I'm gonna take a quick pause at 8:47 when everybody will get to see the new Be Right Back screen. Had the new countdown screen up earlier, which is just a timer. All it really needs to be. Made some new graphics for this. Going all in with Nyx at Night. Which, by the way, Creature92 came up with, even though he denies it. ERS with the resubscribe. Thank you, DRS. That's kind of you. Appreciate it. How's it going? I could put this on to upgrade my defense, and then the shoes upgrade your defense too. So this crap I could drop. I don't need it. Thank you, DRS. By the way, have you been streaming? I don't believe I've seen you lately, but it's low damage. Let's pick it up. Run directly towards the wall, A to climb. Yeah, I haven't been able to watch too many streams the last couple of weeks. It's just been chaos trying to get everything together here. Been really busy with work as well. What I'm gonna get to do more of, watch streams. Need to welcome back DRS thing going. I'm wanting this. Yes, welcome back DRS to streaming. Bert's 2 favorite streamers will be back this week, right? Just kidding. Come on, get up there. So, hold on. Press and hold LS. Lean on beams ledge.
Go.
There we go.
Show me the way.
I mean, run along the wall and there we are. I have not had a mountain of things going on. I want to this week. Okay, we all have, but yeah. Hope we get back to it. Play a lot of good games, DRS. That's why I enjoy your streams. You too, Vert. A lot of cool stuff. So if I unfreeze these guys, I could just get more XP by fighting them, right? Damage slow. That's crap. See, this is the problem with having this in this game. It's going to make me want to keep checking out all the items that are dropped. I'll waste more time doing that and equipping them than actually playing the game. Sick laughter. Nice, he can throw his scythe. Let's climb up. I think we're supposed to rescue War here. But what happened to War at the end of the last game? I need to go back and look, because I think he just walked away and he was like wandering the world or something. Oh, our first boss. Maybe? Dodge. So this guy is here to teach you how to use the evade features. Which I am not using correctly. Just running around his feet. There we go. Dark Souls? Oh, this is more like Zelda than Dark Souls, but you do dodge. Enemies are just not as brutal. Have you played this, Vert? There we go. Fatality. Nope, never have. If you haven't played the first game, definitely play that. This, we kind of have, the verdict's still out of. We've only just started. I don't think DRS has streamed it. I don't remember him streaming it. It's a long game, so I think this is going to take us up till October. You're supposed to be able to break those things. This is the first boss? Okay, so this brought us up top. Look at this arm holding whatever it's holding. I read that some people don't even know why they made a definitive edition because this version is just basically the same thing. That can continue to run to wall run on parallel perpendicular walls. Okay, so we just gotta run up. There we go. Ah! I gotta get better at this wall jumping nonsense. No! Stop doing that. I feel like one of these games for free on Epic or PS Plus. Yeah, Epic has the definitive edition for free, which is what I was gonna originally play. But it ran like crap for a 2015 game, so I decided to play the Xbox version instead. Which may have been free as a game for Gold's giveaway. This is the Xbox 360 version. Somehow I ended up with.
Leave this place!
Leave this place. LS.
Go.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Dust. What do you see?
No! Trying to get him to jump vertically, or horizontally rather, not... It's like too many ways to jump in this game. Like hold down LS. No, you just press LT and jump. See, like this makes sense here. You get LT and jump. Nope. Just run across. Okay, we did it. Love when he throws his sights. Have we leveled up yet? Nothing. I'm never gonna get the hang of jumping in this game, am I? I'm supposed to follow the crow. The crow is here for a reason. He just keeps falling off. I did hit jump. Run and jump, right? There you go. And then climb.
Dust. What do you see?
So I think the first boss is coming up. Once we beat him, presumably we'll beat him. Take a 2-minute break here. think I'm starting to get the hang of this. Good. We didn't die.
Voices. Always voices. Torment without end.
Keeper of secrets, I need your help.
I helped you once before, Horseman. Look at me now. How I cursed that day. How I curse you.
Careful, Crowfather. I'm not here to put you out of your misery. Not yet.
I know why you've come. Your brother, the one called War. He's been imprisoned by the Charred Council and awaits their judgment. For dooming the Earth. For mankind's extinction. Why should I care about your brother's fate?
Because you know the truth. Your secrets can save him.
The Council will condemn War. Strip him of power, let him rot in oblivion. To hide the truth. My secrets cannot prove his innocence, Horseman.
No, but they can help me to erase the crime.
Bring mankind back from extinction. Madness.
If it's madness, then who better to show me the way?
Should a way exist, you will find it here.
The Tree of Life. Let me pass.
Not yet. That which you gave me, you will take it back.
In exchange for its secrets, you agreed to keep the amulet.
No. The voices, they curse and threaten without end. They cry to return. You must destroy it.
I cannot.
You annihilated their flesh. Why do you guard their souls?
Open the portal.
You will not pass while I live.
So be it.
Oh, we're gonna have to kill him. At least we know what happened to War.
Here your brethren are trapped in eternal torment. Do you wish to join them? And what of War? Would you kill your brother to save your precious balance?
He is innocent.
Are you so certain?
It's like we're fighting our brethren. Confront War. Okay, War. Wait, what just happened? Hold on. My controller stopped working. Why? Something weird is going on here. There we go. Now that I'm half dead. Controller just stopped for a minute. I unplugged it, plugged it back in, it was alright. Fine. Forget the dodge. Souls-like mechanic. Psycho Mantis? Yeah, feels that way, right? Oh, this is probably the end of phase 1, right? A little bit of quick time. I don't like God of War. Cutscene was too long, I guess. Went to sleep. Could have been. That wasn't a long cutscene, but at least you recap what happened to Ward. For these games, it must have been popular. Well, there's 3 main games, and then there's like a real-time strategy game, I think. That's a Genesis game, maybe? I think it's real-time strategy. But you have the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, so the 3rd one is Fury. And then if they ever make a 4th one... it'll be the 4th Horseman. Famine, right? Wherever they said his name was in this. At this point, I'm not even dodging. I know he has so little health. I can't help but just keep attacking him. One more hit. It's probably the end of phase 2, right? Diablo Cell game, yes, that's right. But it was an RTS, but it's more of a CRPG kind of look to it. Something tells me that wasn't war. He wouldn't have gone down that easily. They're popular. They're pretty good. I don't know about the 3rd game. I own it, but... Bye, Crowfather.
Open up the portal. Your secrets die with you, old fool.
My secrets, but not yours.
Oh. All right, an achievement. Crow carry-on. Nice. Avatar award unlocked. What would the Avatar award be? Like a crow that flies around your avatar, maybe?
The uncountable worlds of our universe swirl in an endless abyss. Many worlds ravaged by time or conflict are swallowed by the abyss, returned to the nothingness from which they were formed. But others linger for eternity, on the brink of annihilation, that creation might be balanced with destruction. And in the final moment of battle, death was banished to one such world, in the autumn of its life, yet not far from the edge of darkness. Had death been sent to his doom, that answer would be found in the Horseman's future, and in his past.
Be still, Horseman. You are wounded.
Don't touch me.
Who's this guy?
Your arrival here is a bad omen. Yes. It troubles me greatly.
We amongst the Norse gods?
There's more trouble ahead if you don't start making sense. Where is the Tree of Life?
Life? This world is dying, lad. Choking on chaos and corruption. We can do little to stop it. Soon, the great tree too shall perish, and with it, the last of my people. Is that not what brought you here, Pale Rider?
I seek the tree, for chaos and corruption don't concern me.
Oh, we're already fighting?
It seems they do concern you.
I gotta take a quick break, but let's get past this scene at least. Nice. Little rock creatures were just destroying them. Yeah, third game had a lot of changes to it. I think it was a different developer. There's no map in the third game, which, you know, if the first two games didn't have maps, I don't know how anybody would beat them. The Q&A might have also been part of the problem.
But this corruption can't be beaten with a blade. Seek out the Forged Sister. Ask her about the fire of the mountain. Help her, and she will help you reach the tree.
The Forged Sister.
I must return to my work.
Who are you?
And who are you to command a rider?
I am a maker, older than even the Charred Council. These hands have laid the foundations.
Come get these hands.
But that was long ago, and now they but hardly know the touch of stone.
Are you
Real
not
life?
curious as to why I seek the tree?
I would not presume to question one of the four, but yes, tell me.
I must restore humanity to redeem war.
Heaven and hell battle upon the shattered earth. All creation trembles, and at the center of it all stands your brother.
He is innocent.
I never said he wasn't. The tree holds power over life and death. If you would resurrect humanity, then you are headed in the right direction. Be warned. A dark presence dwells now within the tree, and the path is barred by corruption.
Alright. The Fire of the Mountains. Speak to Alia. Alright. Oh, we leveled up.
You hear, hope is not dead.
I hope that's the case. You've obtained a skill point by leveling up. We could use it on something. You know what? Let's save. I don't think that's actually going to do anything because it's the console version. And I'm going to take a 2-minute break. Need to take care of something, but I'm going to leave you with the new Be Right Back screen. The new Be Right Back screen is reflective of our new theme here, Next at Night. So I'm going to play a couple of commercials here. In the olden days. Enjoy.
Are you a struggling singer desperate to hold on to fame? Don't despair. Get your career spinning around with tips from Boomerang's top princess of pop, Gem.
Oh, it's truly, truly outrageous.
Get religious. Grab some henna tattoos and start preaching Kabbalah.
This is only love and getting.
Tempt the tabloids. And Now's Las Vegas weddings guarantee headlines.
Are you trying to copy Britney?
Or try reality TV. Critique raw talent as a panelist on National Idol.
So much we can do. Change it. We can make it all like new. We can change it.
It's easy to get back in the spotlight when you follow Pop's ultimate comeback queen. Did you hear that? Gem, now back on your TV, Monday to Thursday on Boomerang.
Saturday. You feel that? An ill wind is blowing.
It just doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes sense today.
Everything's topsy-turvy.
Mr. Ripplefax!
When madness takes over.
Go! Flatbutt!
Baywatch Summer, 7:30 Saturday.
Attention shoppers, the new Atari cartridge game is in.
Excuse me. Uh-oh. George again. Atari's ASC battle. It comes with 27 games, but that's just for starters. You can get 9 cartridges, 187 games. Blackjack. Oh!
I'd like an Atari.
Sorry, only our demonstrators left. Mine! No, George. Mine.
the new video computer system by Atari. More games, more fun.
Chicken lickin'.
I'd like...
We're closed, lady.
My cousin's dropped in.
Lady, I'm mopping up.
What are you mopping with?
What am I mopping with?
What kind of cleanup?
A liquid.
Mix some spick and span.
Spick and span?
Want to get home? It'll put power in the water. Go over where you just cleaned.
But it's clean.
Look, spick and span wouldn't leave all that greasy dirt.
Hey, thanks, lady. If there's anything I could ever do for you.
I have these cousins who dropped in.
Spick and span gets the dirt liquid cleaners leave behind.
What about Pam? You can tell your mother, Harold.
What, Mom?
Her job, is it working out?
Great, Mother, just great.
But can she still take care of you?
She does fine, Mom, really.
Forgive me for asking, Harold, but her job, this apartment, so much to take care of. Maybe a maid would help out.
She can handle it, Mom. Pam's a genius.
I could come over, help with the laundry, no trouble. Is that a new shirt?
No, Pam washed it. She used this.
Salvo. It sure seems to do a good job. Oh, and tablets. Looks easy.
Pam says it makes life a little bit simpler.
Salvo.
Relax, Mom. No one takes better care of her husband.
Oh! Hey, you two talking about me.
Simple, sure Salvo tablets. Real help for the busy working woman.
Back. All right. Let's pick up where we left off. We've leveled up, have we? See what we could level up to, skill point wise. All enemies struck by teleport slash have a chance to set ablaze, deal 7 damage every 0.5 seconds, last 5 seconds. 25% chance to set on fire. I want that? Can I even buy anything at this point? Oh, we gotta get teleport slash first, right? We could purchase that. It's either that or we go with a necromancer skill. Death summons bloodthirsty ghouls from beyond the grave to fight alongside him. Costs 300 wrath. Deal 3 damage per attack. Sounds like I want this instead. Heals 93 to 109% damage. Heals for 10% of damage done. I'll take that. Alright, and then we can keep leveling it up. I always wonder where the people in those commercials are today. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, it's weird. Nowadays, you do see some people in a lot of other commercials, and you kind of notice familiar faces. The one guy from the Chicken Lincoln Diner, or whatever that was, that one commercial, I think he was on Barney Miller, I think. McCrappy, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Welcome. Mr. Crappy, let me give you a shout out. I'll give everybody a shout out. Yes, I'm back, Mr. Crappy. Mr. Crappy's been playing a really good game. He's been playing the original Destroy All Humans, which I need to watch the VOD to. We're getting there. I still have to build up the game room, as you can see. There's just boxes back there, but we're getting there. And of course, shout out to Vertiginous for not watching him. He was brave enough to play Turok Evolution recently. Crazy game. Also a retro streamer. Donkey Kong Country there. And shout out to DRS, who will hopefully be back streaming this week. We'll see. Big shout out to DRS. They were last seen playing table tennis. Oh yes, that's right. That's not table tennis though. Welcome, guys. So, I read somewhere that hosting's going away. Like auto hosting got renamed, and then hosting's going away. You can only like raid now, apparently. Man, table tennis sure did change since I last saw it. Yeah, I don't think that was table tennis. Advanced table tennis. Table tennis advanced. Yeah, so this was on Reddit recently, and it came to my attention that they were going to not. Oh, there we go. Teleport slash LBA LBBXY. So let's try it. It's not gonna let me try it here. Gotta be in battle to try it, I guess. It's where we came in from, I think. Mr. Crappy, how did Destroy All Humans go today? That game's fun. I know they remade it, but you know, like I said in your stream the other day, the originals got all the charm in it. Alright, so we need to find Alia. Ooh, what's this? Oh, desktop audio is off. You're not hearing the game, sorry. No, I muted it by accident, sorry. Thanks for the heads up, though. This does have a nice soundtrack. This thing, giant statue. Alright, well he's hanging out here, so maybe we go this way? Is that it?
Go.
Okay, I see a marker. Access content-sensitive information and to review the world map. Content-sensitive information. Just like Conquer? So this is the map. We gotta move through here. They should make... See, I don't like the UI in this. They should make one button access the map. You shouldn't have to go to a menu to access the map. Drystone. The whole town. I'm assuming that woman's Alia? Who are you?
The Reaper. It's about time you came. The Makers are dying, and our realm. We few are all that remain.
A warrior's life is never easy, old one.
Aye, not easy, but simple. I always saw my end with blade in hand, a field of enemy dead before me.
And what glorious end awaits you hiding behind these gates?
You cannot fight corruption, nor can you harm it. You can only kill those it has claimed. Every blow I strike against corruption is a blow against my own people. Muse on that, Ryder, before you mark me as a coward.
I always wanted to fight a Maker. I don't think we're ready to fight him if we want to fight him. What about training? Harvester Revenge, free. During forward evade, X. A gap closing attack meant for covering distance and opening up enemies for a follow-up. Let's do it. It's free. We got to lose. All these other wonderful things we could buy. Thane showed you a new move, Harvester Revenge, to help you on your journey. You can purchase additional moves by selecting the train option. Use Harvester Revenge by pressing RB, forward evade, select moves list in the inventory to review combat moves. So this is like a central hub in the game, I guess. It's like we keep coming back here and we upgrade and all other good things. Destroy all his pottery. His barrels. Do that too. So where to now? Got a dragon serpent statue. Your inbox is empty. Offline inbox. Xbox Live inbox. Family settings. The gamer profile is unable to access this feature. Why do I have family settings enabled? And what is this feature? Some online feature that's probably not used anymore because nobody's playing the original version. We're all playing the remake or remaster. It makes weapons for us, right? Well, all you.
Maker's beard. The rumors are true. A horseman in the Forge lands. The name's Alia, and that's my brother Valis. We are the keepers of this forge. Though I reckon that means less now than once it did.
This is a Maker's Forge?
Nay, the Maker's Forge is lost to us, silenced by the hands of corruption. But in its depths, we once crafted the dark towers of hell and the cities of heaven.
Now you make trinkets.
And you, one of the four, now seek the aid of the Makers? I guess we've all fallen from high places.
I came here seeking the tree, and your elder speaks of fire. What is it?
Aye, the fire of the mountain, the Stonefather's blood. It once flowed into our forge, as did the tears. Both imbued our craft with incredible power, the heart and the soul of stone. But corruption has taken them, and now our forge is silent.
Why does this concern me?
The way to the tree is lost, barred by corruption. You can no more leave this place than we. Restore our forge, and the tree can be reached.
I don't follow your reasoning.
We are makers, not warriors. But we are not without our weapons. Before the forge was lost, we crafted a mighty creature of soul and stone. A colossus to fight this corruption. But to awaken him requires a maker's key. And we need our forge to craft one. Will you help us?
Well, I guess we do have to help her. We'll have a choice here. What about this cauldron?
What is this cauldron?
A temple built in the shadow of
Thanks, Poundcake.
Father's Peak.
Good to be back.
The fire of the mountain was harnessed.
Good to see you.
Passed into our forge. Ride east of town, ride through the charred pass, and towards the cindery peak of the Stonefather. There, you will find the cauldron.
Through the woods, past the beach, up the mountain. That's where you're going. I give Synthetic Poundcake a shout out. If you're not following him already, most everybody here does. He plays a lot of retro games on original hardware. So I changed the setup on my desk because now I have a bigger desk. Problem is that everything's too far away. Unfollow on it? Unfollow? I don't want to unfollow. Follow him.
Yes! Suck a dick!
There you go. I'm doing good, thank you. It's been quite a day. But I'm doing good. I'm glad I was able to stream and getting, you know, the hang of it again, so to speak. Instructions unclear to unfollow next. No, do not unfollow anybody. Follow everybody. Never unfollow. Always follow. Alright, she's got a store. So let's ask her about the store. I don't care about her quiet brother.
I may have need of a blade.
Is your need greater than ours, Horseman? I think not. We fight for the survival of our realm and our kin. Prove worthy, and mayhaps we can do business.
Yeah, we'll ask about your brother later. Speak to Tane.
What brings you before me?
We already talked about that. Go find Thane. Yeah, so did anybody else hear that hosting is going away? I don't believe it. They are keeping auto-hosting, though. I like auto-hosting. I like my channel being like an actual TV channel where you could go out at any times and just see like other people streaming. Sucks that they did away with that. Okay, buddy.
Horseman, you'll find not that way, but trouble.
Do what you must for your kin, old one. For mine, I ride to the cauldron.
Well, if you fancy your corruption waist deep, that's as good a place as any. You know, there's a reason this gate is here. And if you were a friend, I wouldn't let you pass. But then, who is friend to death?
Wait, September doesn't include gift subs? That's outrageous. I don't think a lot of people use the /host feature anymore. Mr. Crappy used it tonight, but probably a lot of auto hosts. I like the auto host. I mean, I do host every now and then. If someone's not on my auto host, I'd like to host. Yeah, I think in October it's going away from what I read. Tell me the Cauldron secrets.
Have you wisdom to share?
A lot of cutscenes in this guy.
Not loose in battle.
Wisdom ain't like teeth. I've plenty left. Enough to stay clear of the cauldron. The ancients filled it with right nasty traps. But one so clever as yourself will surely elude them.
You used to be able to also see who's auto-hosting you, but they did away with that feature, and that's kind of bizarre, unless they brought it back.
More valuable than I, Horseman. You should make haste to the temple.
The temple?
Fire alone won't save your realm. You speak of the forge.
Friends are gone too?
Without the fire and the tears of the mountain, without the forge itself, we have no means to clear the forest and reach the tree of life.
You mean like when you whisper people?
Our power is over creation, yours over death and despair. You are Nephilim, Lord of Destruction. Perhaps in that, there is hope.
Alright, let's go find the forge. I don't need to know more about it. This gives me like new upgraded weapons. I'll find it. They never mentioned a discount only working for you, then they snuck it in. They always do that. They always sneak things in. Just to be able to friend someone, see when they were online, and see who they were actively watching. They did away with that? I remember that. I'd always see like, oh, what's this guy watching? What's that guy watching? And then discover a lot of new streamers through that. It's terrible. And I'm in the water. Y to swim down, A to swim back up. Wait, we gotta swim down. Right? This camera angle sucks. I could fully breathe on the water though. When he was watching Amaranth, you could see it. Pokimane. Alright, how do I get out of this water? This is where we dropped into the water, I think. I see where we gotta go. Really? There's no way back up from there? Okay, so... Follow the crow. Always follow the crow. That's where we're going. If I can stay out of the water, that's where we're gonna go. Besides, I only watched the first finest hot tub. Goodness, I'm around this bottom shelf. Oh man. Like... It's like bottom shelf alcohol, right? How do I get over there? Beginning of the game, I shouldn't be asking that. This way. Know where to go. Will the crow go this way? I think we're going the right way, I hope. No, we're not. What the heck? Why did he open this door? I'm not supposed to go this way. Here. Steel reserve. Face the steel now. Steel reserve of the e-girl world. Oh man. That's bottom shelf. Nice scenery here. Where do we actually find this forge? This Mordor? Where are we? Yeah, let's use our horse. He's a lot faster. Giant eye. I don't think we fight the giant eye yet. Like a door here. Let me get in that door. Not yet, at least. Where's the actual map, and why do I need to go this way to see it? Fire Mountain. In order to reach the Tree of Life, first you must restore the Fire Mountain. Anywhere near the Fire Mountain. There's the Forge, Fjord. Reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus when you're on the horse just riding around. Is there a marker at the end of this trail? Is that where we're heading towards? Our next quest lies beyond here. Shadow of the Colossus is a good game? Yeah. Actually, Mr. Crappy streamed it not too long ago. It's one I've always wanted to play, and I like start playing it, and then I'm like, this is gonna be too hard. I can't play this. I give up. I should really give it an honest try. PS2. That's the version I own. Up here.
There's a lock with the key.
I need the key for that. That's probably like a side quest, right? Is that why they remastered it? Because you couldn't break the pottery correctly in this game? Where do we go? If I can beat it twice, you can't. I can't. Can. Easier than it looks. I'm sure it is. Sure it is. Oh. Who's this guy? Oh, that's our friend from the first game, right? The guy who sells you items? Same guy?
Greetings, Horseman.
Sounds like him.
Welcome. I've been expecting you. Vulgrim.
Vulgrim, yep, that's it.
What brings you crawling out of the shadows? I wouldn't want to lose my most valuable customer.
Ooh, value.
Not to what lurks at the edge of shadows. So here I am, to offer my wares.
Do you know that I don't? I'm not here by choice, demon.
I merely followed the trail of carnage. Your blades are as sharp as ever. Even still, I may be able to help you. I carry things others would frown upon. Go on, take a look. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, probably about a year ago, I streamed the first Darksiders. I think it was around Halloween, and then I like stopped, took a break, played some Halloween games, and then came back to it. It was really good. I really liked the first Darksiders, which is why we're here with the second game. Although the second game...
If you have the code.
How do we know? Oh, we have 1,478 coins? Okay. Respect. Vulgrim is a master of dark magic and can reset the creature's developed skills. The gilded box contains a random enchanted item. That's all he's got? Oh. Hammer. Your hammer sucks. Your axe sucks. Health potion. I got a health potion. First game was good. This has like more RPG kind of elements to it.
Then, perhaps you'll grant me a small indulgence. There are pages missing from the Book of the Dead. I believe many lie along your path. If you bring them to me, your reward will be substantial.
And so will be my damnation.
Yeah, so the only thing I didn't like about the first game, there was this one level where you just had to use portals and teleport all around. It was okay, but it took me like a couple of streams to pass it. Puzzles were alright, but to add portals to it made it just harder. Are we even going the right way here? Or are we going back? Baineswood. That's where we're heading to? Yeah, Darksiders 1. A must play, I think. If you like slash 'em, beat 'em up kind of Zelda games. Good stuff. This, they built upon it, and it seems like... Seems like it's a really big game. I mean, probably be on our horse here. Item. I don't think I... No, I can. Alright. Laws. I'll still pick them up. Maybe I could sell them. Arrogent, how's it going? This game a clone of a knockoff of a remake of the same engine as of a retelling of story? I don't really know. This is basically the story of the Four Horsemen, and this is the story of death, and I know it's been done. War was the first game. It did get remastered at one point, so... But it probably is. How's it going, Arrogent? I really liked the first game, so I figured I'd give the second one a try. Oh, something up there. What's up here? Yeah, debt, gluttony, pestilence, and war. Yep. In this case, war, death, fury, and I forget what the fourth one is called. Alright, nice defensive shoes. Let's put those on. Any of these better than what we already have? This one is. Famine? Yeah, it's probably famine, but I think they called it something else. One of the cutscenes. With it. That. Same concept though. All taken from the Bible. Probably took it from somewhere else. Hanging out here. So, like, where's the next level? We've been riding around here forever. Just following the marker on the map. Hopefully that's the way we're supposed to go. Yes, Strife. You're right. And Gonads. No, it's Fury and Strife. There's Fury in the third game. The Strife. The Charred Paths. They really built this game out. There's a chest over there. You guys still following me, right? Where are you? Oh, I forgot the commands again. Why can't you jump up there, sir? Savage Claws, level 2, critical chance. That seems like a really good item. Whip it. Yeah, that's slow. This is fast with a critical chance. I'll take it. Looks like you could upgrade it too. Some of these weapons should be upgradable. I think you take them back to the hub, and someone upgrades it for you. Dead end.
I have to go alone.
I mean, I have to go alone. I got a horse. Take me forever to get through this. Whatever's at the end of this better be worth it. Fire of the mountain, help Khan defeat the construct. Okay, seems easy. Claws are cool.
A rider has come to the realm.
Not another one.
You're the
little dwarf and the big dwarf.
one they call Dave.
Yep.
How did you get here?
Took a wrong turn. It appears I'm stranded here with the rest of you.
If you seek the cauldron, you should know that it fell to corruption fair long ago. I can still feel the fire itself rumbling deep in the earth.
I'll take my chances.
Who are you?
No different than the others. Less pleasant on the eyes, for one.
I could say no less for you. Folks around town call me Pup or Lad, but I prefer my own name. Carl.
Arn. Horn.
As you will. Matters not to me.
Why not restore the fire yourself?
I came here just for that purpose. Figured I'd pop the cork, so to speak. Be the hero. But the cauldron is locked up well and tight, and the way through is swallowed by fire. You look capable enough. Perhaps you can find a way. I'll wait here and guard the entrance.
We'll wait there and guard the entrance. Alright, restore the fire in the mountain. Do that. Should have done was bought the definitive edition for Xbox One. I don't think there's any difference. What people keep saying. This is the Xbox 360 version. Zero Dine, how's it going? How are you? Welcome. Just sleepy? I hear you. Yeah, today was a bit of a dramatic day for me, but slow day at work at least. Press RS to enter a mode. Move is done. I have yet to build up the room. You can see. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. See, I still have a lot to unpack. That orange bubble wrap back there has my Xbox 360. I have to unpack the DVDs still. I got the games going over there, wrong way. Games are hidden behind the microphone. TV set up, but I have a lot to unpack. We still gotta buy some still gotta buy some furniture so I can move things around. I still have a lot of things packed, like my Hot Toys and all my toys. Adds cursor text? What is this on my screen? No, hold on. There we go. Drama at work. Yeah, there's always drama at work, but that's the way it is. It got settled though. Looks like it's coming along. Yeah, it's getting there. Started using the Xbox again at least, so play some games through that. Now we're back to not being able to use the controller. There we go. Oh, I gotta aim. That's why. Throw it. Yeah, it'll get there. It's just a matter of finishing everything out. See, I can't put the toys up yet that I have. And they're in boxes with the rest of the DVDs. So rather than unpacking half of the boxes, I'd rather unpack all of them at once. This is timed? Why? Didn't open the door. Are we just able to go through this door? There we go. We got a raid. Sad Boy G with a raid. Welcome, Raiders. Ah, it killed me. Sad Boy, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. How are you doing? How are you streaming today? Give you a shout out while this reloads. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing Darksiders 2.
I'm gonna snipe. I'm sniping.
Neo. Wow. Okay. Souls-like, huh? Very cool. Things are good. We started Darksiders 2 tonight, so, you know, we're just getting into it. I would really like the first game. So, just chilling out. First stream back since I moved. In the hang of this. First time playing? No problem, man. Glad you came back to streaming as well. Always play some good games, and there's always a good conversation going on in your chat. So came in from there. I don't have a key for this, right?
Key.
I feel like this game's going to be really vast, and we're going to be traveling for hours just to get to our destination. one of these things. Oh, this is the way we came in. So what exactly am I using this on? Nothing now, I guess. Really like Darksiders 2. Still need to beat it, but I love the character exploration. Yeah, I love the first game. Caffeine Terry, what's up? Welcome. You're doing good. And Arrowjet, let me give you a shout out. Last seen playing Dead Shirts. Arrowjet plays a lot of cool indie games. And the best part about it is he plays them on Linux. He's a Linux gamer. Whoops. That's... Nah, it's all good, man. Yeah, I got the Guru shout out. I was debating whether I was going to keep that or not. But, you know, coming back. I took out the list of who hosted, who rated, who followed. I realized that a lot of people don't like their names up there. Purposely dying here. Come on, just jump across. So we gotta hit that. I suck at this game. Little box, that kind of old school streaming. A lot of good old school type games. This can't be open. It's red actually. No, this way. You know, if the crow's supposed to lead you to places, why doesn't he lead you where you have to jump next? Where the heck do we jump from here? Oh, okay. That's how. Followers, hosts, raids, etc. Yeah. Oh, okay, I got it. Get it. Yeah, those boxes. I was on a forum and people were like, yeah, I never follow anybody while they're live because, you know, I don't want to see my name up there. I want to see events go off and alerts and stuff like that. Like, alright, I respect that. Figure I'd make it less awkward for people. That will dismount from the release from its current traversal mode. Oh, I thought that would have killed us. Yep. I still do alerts, I just don't have the list. It was the last one to sub and all that. So I gotta run around with this? I can't just throw it from here? Can I run around with this? You won't climb unless I get rid of it. Now he's not aiming. I know I have to hit the switch. I remember some puzzles being kind of tricky in this game. Yeah, there's a bit of difficulty to it from what I've heard, and it's not all that bad. To get the hang of the first couple of puzzles, you could use that logic for some of the other ones I heard. Well, that's at least how it was in Darksiders. So if I'm supposed to aim at this thing... This game looked great. Really need to play more of it. I love the first one. I love the first one too. That was a stream exactly about 1 year ago, so now we're streaming the second one. Come on, hit this thing. Isn't that how you aim? L2? Right? Be too far away? This menu's so slow. These are just combos. This doesn't really help. Aim sensitivity, minimap, music volume, gamma. I mean, there's really nothing else here to hit. Oh, there we go. That wasn't aim mode. Part 3. That's aim mode. Oh, we've opened a door. See what's on the other side of it. Legend hath returned. Preacher, how's it going? I know you've been playing a lot of Tomb Raider. Not very active in chat, but I've been streaming a lot of streams recently. Lurking, I mean. In a lot of streams. What? How are they killing me so easily? This is pretty good so far. Tomb Raider's all done. So you played 1, 2, 3, right? And then you... Last one I saw you play, I think, was Chronicles, right? You played them all. That's awesome. Lurker. We welcome lurkers. You know what it is? I think I like the hammer better. These claws are not that great. One through 5 TR1 Chronicles expansions. Nice. So you skip the crappy games, pretty much. Use some help. I was only doing the PS1 era once. Nice. Yeah, I want to go back and replay Tomb Raider 1 at some point, because I haven't played it since college. Only really remember the ending. These games look like a lot of fun to play. Tried them one day. Never got too big into Tomb Raider. If you want, you could play, what's the Tomb Raider remake of 1? Like, got slightly better controls and graphics. Can't remember it for some reason. Only really played the first reboot one. Yeah, that's the one I mean, the first reboot. The anniversary, there you go. Yeah, that one was pretty solid. Alright, I'm gonna take another break. I'll be right back. What time is it? 10:12? We're gonna go to about 11:30. We'll see. See how long we last here. I'll be right back. You guys can watch some more commercials in the meantime.
No. No, no, no. No, I don't like it. No. I don't like it. Yes, it's fantastic. It's just fantastic. Yes, they're beautiful. Yes, I love them.
Socialites, the choosy woman's choice.
Perfect sleeper. Perfect sleeper. Perfect sleeper by Serta.
Hi, I'm Joey Heatherton. Serta's Perfect Sleeper mattress is something great to sleep on. It gives you firmness and comfort. It's the perfect combination. You'll love it.
Now, instead of counting sheep, you can count on a good sleep. Be a perfect sleeper. Buy a perfect sleeper, perfect sleeper. Buy a Serta. Woo!
I'm June Lockhart, and I've served a lot of fried chicken to my family. But fried chicken can be a little greasy. That's why I'm so happy with shake and bake. You shake and bake. No frying. So your chicken comes out crispy, but not greasy like fried chicken. You could really taste the difference. Crispy, but not greasy like fried chicken. Shake and bake. It's better than frying.
You know what I tried? What? Pristine. Pristine? Feminine hygiene spray.
Oh, that's right. How do you like it?
I like it. I use it every morning now. Does it really do anything for you? Yeah. It lets you feel fresh and it lasts a long time. You think I'd like it? Gee, I don't see why not.
Pristine Spray Mist or soft new Pristine Spray Powder. They both last a long time.
I regret to announce a Philco sale. Everyone knows in a sale you sell your slow movers, but some genius put our best sellers on sale. This big screen color console, automatic fine tuning, high bright color tube, Philco reliability. You'd pay a lot, right? Well, save your money. It's now on sale for under $480. I think I'm going to be sick.
Bill Bailey may be the luckiest night watchman in the world. For a few hours, he's got Woolworth all to himself. For wandering, browsing, fun shopping. There's always something new. What now? The Magnus chord organ. The only musical instrument that anyone can play in minutes. Even Bill, who can't read a note of music, will be playing hundreds of his favorites. Just follow the keyboard numbers and push the chord buttons here. He's onto it now. You know the whole Bailey family can have fun with this. Hey, what an idea for Bill Jr.'s birthday. At prices as low as $29.95, anyone can be talented. A Magnus organ is really music to your ears, especially on Woolworth's layaway plan.
Yes, I used to use Aerowax. If they've added plastic or something that gives a better shine, I'll use it again. Shine that lasts is all I want. Plastic? Sounds good.
Well, I've got a light-colored floor, and the brand I use now makes it yellow. So if the Aerowax people add more plastic and it won't yellow, great.
I like the idea of plastic.
Introducing new Aerowax with 50% more plastic. Ladies, we
50% more plastic. That's supposed to make it better. Microphone technical difficulties? Alright, let's get back into this. By the way, shout out to Preacher. I haven't shouted him out yet. Preacher just got through a marathon Tomb Raider games. What are you playing now after Tomb Raider's been finished? Last seen playing retro. Hikaru, how's it going? Good morning to you. I know you're ahead of us, 7 hours. Shout out to Tikaru as well. Tikaru's been playing a lot of puzzle games, and lately he's been playing Valkyria Chronicles, I think it's called. Valkyrie Chronicles, right? The third one. Really good anime style RTS.
No.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is challenging. 2 marathons planned, but it's a surprise. Nice.
No.
Look forward to checking them out.
No.
Wings of Vi. Do something. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Awesome. Yeah, he plays Tikaru plays a lot of JRPGs as well, some good ones. Play through the Ease series as well. Check him out. Check everybody out. Everybody check each other out if you're not following each other. Statue's up there. Not where I'm supposed to go, right?
Show me the way.
This way. At least you got the crow to show your way. If not for that, it'd be lost. Doing well, just a tad melting. How are you? I'm okay. The hot weather has stopped. We are now in the 80s here, so probably upper 20s Celsius. Had a lot of rain the last 2 days. We needed. Apparently it doesn't rain in my part of Jersey, and it also is like always 5 to 10 degrees more than it is in the city. Higher, like hotter. They tell you it's like 80, expect it to be 90. I don't know if Pound Cake finds that to be the case as well. At least here, where I am, it's totally like that. Oh, what's this? Nasty creature. Use wrath moves to get an added edge in combat. What's a wrath move? Still in the 30s Celsius plus. Yeah, you guys are gonna be like that until October, right? For the most part. Am I supposed to fight this guy? Because it seems like the stone monsters here keep respawning. The chest up there, so let's beat him. Oh, wait, I got no health. Just realized that. You basically only get cold weather for a few months, yeah. I prefer colder weather. I'm ready for it. I like the heat. I mean, I like in between better, actually, but the heat's not bad. I never got this, did I? You found the map to the current area, press left start to open the chronicles and view the map. Left start? Oh, we got a skill point. Immolation. All enemies struck by teleport slash have a chance to set ablaze on fire. And what about the necromancer tree? That summons bloodthirsty ghouls from beyond the grave to fight him alongside him. Let's see that. That might be cool to actually see, even though they don't do much. It's been a really hot summer and a dry one here. It'll say it'll rain in New York, and it actually will. But then it never rains here. So the last couple of days are the only days of rain we've actually had up here. One thing I'm concerned about is I don't know my new place can hold no cold weather. It's got weird heaters. I gotta get a space heater. Weird heaters. I hope it works out. Space heaters are always good. Just make sure you get a decent one, obviously. Joyzy. Yep. Well said. All my wife's friends keep kidding with her. They keep calling her a Jersey girl. Like, no, I'm from the Bronx. I just moved here. By the way, summon these ghouls. Oh, there's a lock on? And, oh, why didn't I know that? Still died, but there's a lock on. No, this is not the definitive edition. This is actually the Xbox 360 version. I have the definitive edition, but it didn't work so well. So, most people I know from Joyzy leave Jersey, and I ended up here, right? Well, it's not bad. I like it here so far. And the real estate's a lot more affordable than anywhere in New York City, or New York State. I have no regrets moving here so far. It's been great. Let's win this battle finally. Let's actually lock onto enemies. Maybe we'll actually beat them. Ooh. And now we're doing better locking on. Wait, what's this barrel got? Does it have health? Hang on, let's try to actually win this. Stalker? Doing good. Got some boots out of it. Guilt found? Odd. Yeah, anything is cheaper than New York and Cali, that's for sure. Also, are you now back? I'm pretty much back. It's gonna be the same schedule as before. Sundays will be at 2:30. Unfortunately, may not be streaming next Tuesday. I gotta figure out the schedule for next week, but it's pretty much the same schedule going forward. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30. I gotta fix the schedule on Twitch. It's probably hasn't been updated. I had to move my well. Good to see you back streaming. Thank you, Caffeine Terry. Good to see you here too. There was a point where I was like, am I gonna go back to streaming? I was like, did I go back to streaming? I'm like, yeah, I gotta go back to streaming. Now that I'm streaming, I'm like, yeah, why would I even hesitate? Like the Battle Pipes music? The music is so good in this game. You get a chance, check out the soundtrack to it on YouTube. It's really good. These ornate keys can be used to open locked doors within the current area. Press left start to view the map area and look for nearby locked doors. Alright. We'll do that. I think this has a better soundtrack than the first game. No! Dumb. Can't jump across. Alright, let's take the long way around. It'll be a tricky decision. I think a lot of people are hesitant initially, but then start back up and remember why they like it. Indeed. Indeed. My hesitation was that I just had a lot to do around the house to, get it prepared and everything, and I didn't want to get lazy about it, which I'm not. So I want to be able to balance that with playing the games. We'll see how it goes. Work's also another factor, because now I have a longer commute. I left work early today, so it worked out. Where was that door? The door around here somewhere. Needed a key to be opened. How do we get this guy to show us the way again? I know there's a locked door here. He's up there. All fun and no work makes a streamer a better gamer. There you go. Need that wall run or double jump upgrade? Yep. There's probably a double jump upgrade. Oh yeah, did you figure what that filter you took a picture of was for? Filter I took a picture of. Filter I took a picture of. Trying to remember. Forgive me, Tikaru. My memory's like gone. This jump I can make. So, there should be a door with a purple lock here. I've seen it. I think it's in the other section. And he can't jump across it. Alright. Gotta get better at dodging. There's the door. Kill this guy. I guess they don't give a lot of help in this game. When you went to shutting off the water line. Oh, yeah. I figured it out. There were... Basically, there's two filters on the refrigerator for water. One that's to the main line going to the refrigerator, and then one in the refrigerator itself. So they're filtering the water twice, which is a good thing. Then it makes me wonder how bad is the unfiltered water, if that's the case. Like, why filter it twice, right? Does it really need to be filtered twice? Oh, alright. Before we do that... Get to the chest. I don't think we could get to that chest. That's what we need a double jump for, probably. No, like, back in the day, they would connect the filters to the water pipes. But now, like, the refrigerators have them inside the filters. So that's why I was overly confused with it. Over here, our fridges are just the unit on its own. Okay. Yes, if it has an ice maker and a window water dispenser. Yeah, we have an ice maker and a water dispenser, so that's why. Make sure the water line is super protected. They can burst and flood your house. Yeah, oh yeah. We've made sure of that. We have what's called a sump pump in the basement, which basically if any water gets in, it'll suck it out and drain it out. But especially in the last couple of years, New Jersey has been prone to flooding. There's a secret way up there. I didn't get to it though. Oh, wrong way. Wait, I just went over here and you moved over here. Why didn't you just do that to begin with? Yeah. We actually gotta get a new sump pump, but it's gonna be okay though. We're gonna get that soon. They're not that expensive. We already have everything dug in. Just have to get a new one eventually. He dies. Got rid of our swimming pool. That helped to do drainage all around. Also got rid of the mosquitoes. No, why? Why? Why do you keep falling? You're pressing the wrong button.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dr. Goa, how's it going? How are you? Thank you for stopping by like you said you would. Appreciate it. Hey, Bird, where do you want me to go? Seriously. Supposed to go this way? Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Goa. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? Secret passageway somewhere over there leads to a chest. I really don't care about. Yeah, so far all good. Still need to decorate, still need to put things in place, but you know, the desk is set up, I can work, I can game. It's all good. Please tell me I'm done with this area and I'm not leaving it. This is the problem I knew I was going to have with this game. Look at this. We gotta open this red door, I think. Proceed. Yeah, I like it. I got a new desk. It's 72 inches across, which is awesome. Got a filing cabinet on one end, some other drawers on the other end, which I put in underneath. I was going to do an IKEA battle station at one point, but IKEA just wasn't delivering for whatever reason. Apparently they don't, they say they deliver, but they don't actually deliver. You never schedule a delivery time, even though their website says, yeah, we'll deliver this. How's this map looking? Why does he want me to go this way? There's an upstairs too. There's a secret door over here that's not open. I want to explore this area.
What you can find.
He's taking me this way, okay. Stupid place. Cross. Yeah, it's huge. It's 72 inches by 30. It's the biggest desk I've ever had, but it fits everything on it. If I want, I could probably fit another monitor if I use it vertically. And maybe eventually a new desktop when that time comes. Trying to get places to give you a delivery schedule is a pain to deal with while I was moving. Yeah, it's horrible. We've had such bad luck. Wayfair is pretty bad. But they usually send you like broken stuff even. Alright, show me the way.
Go.
Now you want me to go back that way, right? I don't understand this thing. Well, at least we know where we gotta go. Dead. I built a little 6-inch shelf that's Velcro to the top of my desk. My monitors sit on that shelf. That's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that. The thing with IKEA is you could customize it more. But this desk is more solid than what I would have gotten from IKEA, so I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, can't go through there. Can't go that way. Oh yeah, we can go this way. Hold on. Where's the chest? There it is. People that were supposed to deliver my couch wouldn't tell me when they were going to, like the day before they wanted to deliver it. Yeah, we did specific delivery because we weren't living here yet. And so we were like, yeah, we need to deliver it at this time. And FedEx was going to deliver it. And we were here the whole entire day. And it was like 8 o'clock and FedEx still hadn't delivered it. And then like it was like, oh, we're going to deliver it the next day. And I'm like, no, you're not. We're not going to be here. So we had to come back the next day to make sure it didn't get like left out in the rain or porch taken by a porch pirate. What did I just pick up? I picked up something new. That's not. We would have to wait even longer. Yeah, it's terrible. Completely terrible. Oh wait, I gotta pick it up first. you know, they don't automatically give it to you. IKEA stuff is stronger than it appears. I bought TV stands and desks ago. Oh yeah, nothing against IKEA. I think their battle station, though, is like the materials that they sell for it aren't that great, but their other stuff is pretty good. We have some IKEA pieces from our last place, and they're still lasting. They're pretty strong. It's just that the delivery, you can't, they say they deliver, but they really don't. Sat on the desk to prove it would hold up. There you go. 300-pound Sony Trinitron. The only way to go. Gotta go with Trinitron. What is that? When we get there. I'm not worried about that.
Dust. What do you see?
You want me to go up there? Okay. Actually, no. There you go. So I'm hoping that, like, we're done with this area, because if I'm leaving here, only I have to come back, that would suck. Chests here. Never bought anything from IKEA. Both the places I bought furniture from were local because they were running sales. Yeah, you also gotta be near an IKEA. That's another problem, too. We have one not too far from here, but I didn't have something big enough to put the tabletop in to carry it home. My wife's SUV would have been too small. So I was like, forget it, I'll just have something delivered. And since they weren't delivering, they lost out on my sale. There's the other one. Something tells me I need to get up there.
Dust. What do you see?
Goodwill hunting sometimes has great tables too. Yes. We replaced all the doors here. I was going to take like an older door and make it into a table too, but man, those doors were bad. Were completely hollow. Come on.
See what you can find.
Where we going, Dust? Door tables, yeah. Door table has a hole for all your cables to go through. Indeed, it's called a doorknob. It's so easy to get lost here. Like, he wanted me to go that way for some reason, and when we even get there, door doesn't open. So there's a key for it? Good. Even better claws. Take it. Got some good stuff. Prices are always their stuff. Only black because the lamp broke. What? At least finish one more mission here. There's like a chest encased in here, and I don't know how to break it open. So you want us to go through this door, don't you? What am I missing? E? Never eaten at IKEA. Puzzle with half the pieces missing and it'd be like 20 bucks. That's awful. Poor people. So I need to go through here. This is locked. There's another, there's a side entrance right here. Now, how do we get there? Is that something I could aim at? Looks like it. Hang on. Swedish meatballs are solid. They are. Okay. That did absolutely nothing. Can only climb so far here. See, I gotta climb up that way. From there.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Raid! Elio, thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. Did my alert go off for that? I didn't even see it. Elio, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. We are starting Darksiders 2. Well, we did. We're on the first mission and we're not getting anywhere, but welcome. Appreciate it. Appreciate the sub. I need to get all the way up top there, but how do I do that? Yeah, we got some bubblegum. Yes, we do. Let me shout out Camilio. That's what we needed to do. Alright, can we open this? For some boots. I don't want the experience. It's lame. Choosing a raid was easy tonight. So long I saw you stream. Thank you, Camilio. Let me shout you out. Camilio plays a lot of old school games. He plays a lot of cool stuff. He just finished Ultima Underworld, I think. He's been playing Free Space. A lot of nice old school games. You were last seen playing... Oh, sorry. That is not Camilio. It's Camilio_RGJ. If we get the underscore, it doesn't keep the rest of it. Underworld is still going. Okay, just finished King's Quest 1. Nice.
If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
Gabriel Knight. Need to play that series.
No, it's Ludwig.
Very cool. How's it going, Camilio? Finally came back to streaming tonight, playing this, but kind of stuck at the moment. Need to be able to get up there, and I think we were up there at one point, right? And we just fell down. They can't jump. He's telling me to go that way now.
Can you
find something?
King Quest 1 doesn't deserve much praise in my opinion. Zork 1, 2, 3 were far better games. King's Quest 1 is kind of rough. I mean, for its time, probably deserved the praise, but I mean, when you compare it to other games from the area, the generation, but you know, Zork has more of a substantive story. You can be playing Return to Zork soon. Or are you still on the text-based ones? I think you finished the text-based ones, no? No, don't fall. I'm tired of falling.
Go.
Like, every time I ask him to show me the way, he takes me a different direction. Why? They ain't no laser shoot Larry, that's for sure. As we know, graphics are not the most important thing in the game. Nah. It's the plot, the story, the immersion. Graphics do help, but that didn't do anything. We locked the door, okay. We get in here. Chest behind that door that I can't get into. Open this. Love Leisure Suit Larry 6. Leisure Suit Larry 6 was really good. The first one I ever played. Yeah, you could actually find them on a good sale, Dr. Goer. You can get like all of them for like a couple of bucks. Alright, so there's something that's got to open that door, and we need to get up top, and I think we were up top and we fell off, and I don't know a way to get back up there without going through the entire maze, I think. This area is like... having sex and dying afterwards? Indigala just gave them all away for free. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I might actually have them because of that. Okay, seriously, I like this game, but locked door. Where do I get the key for the locked door? See a doorway that we didn't go through. Let's go that way. Up there. How do we get up there? Sorry guys, I'm gonna concentrate on this for a second. You can't get up there? Seriously. Oh, we gotta go to the next room. That other door. But I feel like he could have gone that way. It's just a passageway I can't go through yet. Not as progressive as the French Canadians.
It's time you find something.
You're telling me to go that way. Dude, we did this puzzle. I don't like the crow. We can't go in there. Wait, hold on. We can climb up this window. Okay, we got the secret, whatever it was. So you wanted me to get that, right?
Show me the way.
Stop with this show me the way bullshit. I've been through there already. There's nowhere to go there. We've been through all of this. Anybody remembers this game? Enter 2 is welcomed. I really loved 1. 2 is a lot bigger. There's a lot more, like, running around to try to get to the places that you need to be in. If you can imagine that, because 1 was pretty lengthy, you know, you had to travel a lot to get to, like, the dungeon or the level or wherever you had to go. But this is even crazier. It's a bigger game. So far it's good, the sound's good. I'm playing all the Monkey Islands with my kid. My son, who seems 8, seems to guess the jokes better than my 11-year-old daughter. Monkey Island games are great. The new one comes out soon. I'm retracing all my steps here because I missed something, didn't I? Something beyond here. Okay.
I don't know, I'm just a pup.
Okay, now we're outside again. This is where I need to go. The guy's game. 18th? 18th of September it comes out? That's closed. I'm gonna run through this one more time. No way to open that door that I know of. Senor Hefe is threatening to play it on the 19th of the stream. Says he may play a hooky. Just to play it? If everybody's gonna play it, it should be him. I'll watch him play it. Hopefully it's good. You know, it's the original guys who made it, so. I hate to play a Monkey Island game I've wanted for a long time. Oh, definitely. You'll enjoy them. They're good puzzle games. Story's pretty good, too. My favorite one is actually 3, though. It was good. 1 was awesome. 3, there's just something about it. Oh my god, stupid bird. Actually go somewhere where I, you know, like lead the way kind of thing. I can't jump across here, and I need to climb there. I can't open that door. As high as I can go. See all the way up there? Where I need to get to. Can't jump across either. Igor, how's it going? The best Darksiders game and the sexiest protag. His voice alone makes me melt. He does have an awesome voice. All the voices are pretty good in this game. They're well done. But yeah, his voice is badass. Totally. I have no idea where to go. Throwing this in there doesn't do anything. The crow is supposed to show you the way to go, but he just keeps sending me back to the same place. Unless we're completely done with this, which I don't think we are. I need to go through that door. I think the rest of this... Like, primary quest. Where's the primary quest? Not even on the map. Get out of here. Maybe we got what we needed, but it didn't signal anything. I'm gonna be playing this forever. The cauldron. Did we find a cauldron? No, we didn't. Good to have you back, brother. Oh, no problem, Dr. Gower. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night and a good day tomorrow. Appreciate it. Restored the mountain of fire. Maybe we're not supposed to be here yet. This is the mountain of fire, I think. This is so confusing. There is a glitch in this game if you do one quest before another, I think. It becomes problematic. Maybe we did the glitch. I could have swore I was up there at one point and then we fell off. And I still don't know how we'll get back up there. Now we gotta go through there, but the door needs to open for that to be able to happen, I think. Alright, I'm gonna look this up. Otherwise we'll be running in circles for the next half hour. Darksiders 2. Act 1. We can't even get past Act 1. Use the lever in front to open the door. Grab one of those. Toss the crystal. Throw it at the back of the room for the second chest. We did that. Return to the bomb plant and throw a bomb. The lever across the gap in front of you. This will open the door to the right side. Did that. Lava pit. Look down to see a boatman's coin and platform. We did that. Look left side of the room. Use the handholds to traverse the gap. Try this. This game is going to take us well into October. I have my horror games picked out already, so... We have to, we'll pause Darksiders and then... play the horror games, horror-themed games, and then... come back to this. Okay, keep going. Where the coin was. I have my spooky games picked out. You. There's one I hope to see you because I feel it'd be right up your alley. Hopefully you don't know about it so I can introduce it to you. Awesome. Yeah, I like being introduced to games. I'm playing a retro shooter slash adventure game, and I got like another game selected that's also an adventure game, and then we're gonna end it with one of your favorites, Creature. We're gonna play the Doom 3 DLC, which I never got around to playing. I know you highly recommended that. Okay, so jump across, look at the bomb plant, and turn to the left, the wall directly opposite you. You should see a handhold. Climb up there, use the pole and the beams to reach a set of handholds to get higher, drop down on the bomb platform, grab the bomb, and throw it at the lever opposite the right-hand corner. I'm never going to remember any of this. We've already been through this. You don't know if it's one of your faves, but you do like it? Yeah, I remember you mentioning it. And I was gonna play it, but then we stopped streaming for a while, and... that's 3 horror games. That should be enough. If not, I have a 4th one in mind. Still a lot of blood to be played, too. Since the first game's a shooter, I want to kind of stay away from it. Alright, we've been in this dungeon forever. Come on. Threw it at that. That opened something up. You have like 8 planned even if you don't get to them. Yeah, you know, it could still be spooky into November. Always good to have options. This will unlock the door. Once the lever has been activated, drop off the bomb ledge to the left or shortcut back to the door and enter. It's back to the door, and then we enter, went in here. We never opened this? We've been here a million times already.
Go.
See, this thing's supposed to show me where to go. Is it doing that just because that's where I told it to go, where I was facing, or is that really where I need to go? This is where we fought everything. Chest up there. And get across there. Doesn't matter because there's a door on the other side which leads you there. Nah, I only do that if I'm still in the middle of a game. You did that with Bioshock? Bioshock is something I'd enjoy playing, wouldn't it? I should play that. Beat them. Breeze down the hall, dealing with the golems. If you wish, and head to the right-hand door inside. Kill the golems that attack you. I'm sorry we're using a walkthrough here, but this is getting annoying. This is where we got the skeleton key. That's the room we just came from, so... Nothing down that way. Alright, so I know I'm missing a key or something, but it's not on the map. This will free a glowing ball. Ignore the glowing slot. What? Doorway to unlock the nearby door. Hit the lever to unlock the nearby door. Climb down to the floor below. Continue to the dead-end wall. Run up. Block to access the handholds above. Jump backwards from the top and you will find another chest. Return to previous handholds and use them. Make your way to the corner onto a vine wall. Confusing. Written guide. I hate using a guide on stream though, but at this point it's like we've been here forever.
Time you find something.
Hey, he's supposed to lead me to where I need to go, but he's not doing a very good job of that. Kind of annoying. Spooky games. Yeah, there are no spooky games. They're just horror themed in my opinion. Like, I can't jump across this. I can run across it. Okay. Back here. So confused here. Pro doesn't help.
What do you see?
Think you're telling me to go that way? I don't know. Hope you're telling me to go that way. More confusing than Majora's Mask. Same idea too. Maybe use a video since it was written guide. Yeah, that's true. I think this has a video. Well, it has pictures. It doesn't have a video, though. Well, there is a video. There's a boss in here I gotta fight. Garn. How do we get the Garn? Alright, I'm gonna look this up. Did that. Bought them. One up there. It's going back the way we came, mister. Did that, did that. Okay, open that door. Come in here. There's another locked door. Okay, let's see where we're at. There's a staircase, a hidden staircase up there to something. Knows how to get up there. Basically looking for a square room. Oh yeah, well, at least you get to see the map while you're playing some of the games. We did all of this. There is a glitch in this game where if you do something before something else, it kind of soft locks you, but did all of this. Sorry guys, this is me trying to figure this out through a guide. We got the map. We've even opened a door that this guy said was unopenable. Horses of Part 2. You do the same? Yeah, I just don't like sitting here on stream, but it's better than me just running around the same areas over and over again. Did that, got the crate. Oh, okay, I see. We were upstairs at one point. I know where I need to go, I think. Let's try this. It'd be nice if the crow actually went in the direction you're supposed to go. I think he's like a red herring. I think he just takes you to certain places you're not supposed to be in. Or he just makes you travel around to the same area. We need to go up this way. Remember I kept saying, oh yeah, we were supposed to be up there? This is how you get up there to where I was saying. It's the second level. And from here... two chests. Did that. Where's the second one? Here. This is what we couldn't find, and this has a key in it, I think. Nope. Crappy boots. There we are. Yes, okay. See, we were always on the other side looking how to get here. Couldn't figure it out until now. This opens this door. Alright, we're back on track. At least it's not Prince of Persia Sands of Time. Feels like it. That door was never meant to be open. We need a key. Wait, what? Hold on. Alright, we did it. We at least made it to where we wanted to be. The chest right there, we need that chest. How do we get in there? Okay. Wall's gotta go in there. Book of the Dead page. A Book of the Dead page. Collect 10 of these to create a chapter, which can then be sold to Volgrim. We've only found one so far. I roll this out this way. I don't think I can. It's not going to fit through there, is it? Switch or anything in here? That needs to go in there, and that'll open that side. Another marble in here. This. Talisman, I'll take it. Look at it, that was an Egyptian scroll. I believe so. It might have been one of those books of the Bible that, like, never made it into the final cut. Dead Sea Scroll. Something like that. That is it. Alright, we're gonna finish this up. At least finish this mission, and then Thursday night stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We will play the second area of this game. I like it. It's a bit more involved than the first game. Puzzles are tough. I think Sad Boy G nailed it. There's a lot of places to get lost in. So that opens this up. Come on, man. Pull it out. Is there a second hole in the ground? Yep. Book of the Dead is an Egyptian funeral text, generally written on papyrus and used in the beginning of the New Kingdom to around 50 BCE. The original Egyptian name for the text translated... Oh wow. Is translated as Book of the Forthcoming of the Fort by Day. The Book of Emerging Forth into Light. 2 blue balls. Yep. That's interesting. That still doesn't open that. Get a third one. You go there. Shadow Bomb Dislodge. Shadow Bomb explodes while devastating force. Anything that in the blast radius will blow away or to be destroyed. The force of the bomb blast can be used to move large objects. Okay, so this is one of those puzzles where we need to use the bomb. So this has to move, right? Why are there enemies back here? There you go. That's it. Valor Pistol YT, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Did my alert go off for that? Have I played Dragon Age Inquisition 2014? Unfortunately, I have not. I do want to play Dragon Age Origin at some point. I do own it. Yes, I did it. It only took me an hour and a half, but I did it somehow. Can I open this? Gotta face it. Alert showed, but I didn't hear anything. Okay, so something's up. Something's up with alerts. I'll figure it out. RPG. I love RPGs. The problem is I don't stream enough to be able to play one. Like, even this game is going to take me like a month to play. But I think it'll be worth it. I think I actually own Dragon Age Inquisition. Mortal Kombat alert? Okay. Johnny Cage, friendship. He signs the autograph with the guy. I'll figure out those alerts. Still some bugs to be figured out. Okay, so now we just have to open this door. And fight the boss and kill it. Mortal Kombat 2011. Mortal Kombat 2011 was really good. That I have. Actually have it right here. There you go. It was good because I had Freddy. Freddy Krueger in it. Progress, we're making progress. I want to play Origins. I heard that was the best one in the series. A lot of people have said that to me. Senator was the one who always swore by that game. He's usually spot on, Saul. I'm gonna start with that. I mean, that's where the series starts. And there is a new one coming out soon, too. Oh god, that's a timed puzzle. Okay. No! No control here. Let's just kill this boss. Oh, we still have Senator's RPG. Oh, yeah, I swear by his spreadsheets. Like, I look at them, see what kind of score he gave him. I've been watching some of his stuff on YouTube, too. I recently played Gothic. That was a game that he introduced me to. Here? Oh, there's a second level to this place. We're not even halfway done. Dude. Okay, that brings us across here. We can fast travel back to town to purchase supplies from any dungeon. Well, I'm fighting the boss now, so we're not going to fast travel. Alright, so I'm slowly learning this game. Everything's 10 times bigger than it was in the first game. The maps, the dungeons. Darn. Okay. Seriously, bro? Oh, he's nasty. My health is low. Ah. You only really get 2 hits on him. You gotta move away from him. Great. Walked right into it. Okay, we got this. Spikes to the face. Yes, he's brutal, this guy. Yeah, I always go back to his archive vids. If I can't remember, like, why I'm playing a game, and I know he recommended it, I'll go check it out. Way to bypass this scene. Man, it's just sad. I'm connected with him on Steam. I played Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. I was using one of his characters in my party. You could use like people you're connected to on Steam, and I went back and I saw his character and I was like, it sucks, man. Come on. Come on, come on. Get out. Ah. Oh, he just stood there for like 2 minutes. What the heck? The heck is this? We gotta dodge more so than we attack here. Let me just concentrate on them. Gotta use his help. I'm not... Oh, this is where it's gonna suck. Kinda explodes and then comes back. I don't even remember how to use a wrath move. Kick ass. I gotta tone down, or that's a new sound. I gotta raise the sound. The game is like too loud, in my opinion. I'll have to watch the VOD and see why my sounds are so low. Hit him! Not even hitting him. Him. Oh, you get yourself killed here. Alright, first of all, I gotta learn what wrath moves are. So close. It was pretty low, wasn't it, creature? I think this game is too loud. I'll fix the sound soon. Yeah, very low. I'll fix it. Hard to equalize sounds, and I can't hear the alert sounds either, so those all need to be fixed. Probably made louder. I'll figure it out. Their first stream back, there's always things to be fixed. Open source licenses for what? Is it open source? Alright, I'll find out how to do a wrath move. Loud horn compressor on stream audio. Your voice is louder than the game, but the game is kind of loud during the moves. Got it. Look into it, thanks. I think it's also because this is an Xbox game, and I'm not really playing here, am I? Let's concentrate. Oh, this is bad. Oh, he's gonna blow. Away from him. Xbox is gonna Xbox. Yep. You know what it is? It's loud on my end, that's why. Oh, we gotta be able to beat this guy. Alright, I'll fix everything off stream. I just gotta get the game and my voice lower, and then I should be fine. Or just make the sounds louder. But like you said, there's filters for this. Loud norm plus compressor. Oh, come on, I tried to... I forget he does that one attack right after he does that. Get away from him. Also, if I hit him up top, it does more damage. Suck at dodging. Sorry if I'm not looking at chat, I'm just trying to figure this out. Yeah, so if I press F1 and cycle audio filters to none, sounds okay. Just your alerts plus sound effects I didn't hear. Okay. Press X to win. Yes, I know. I gotta get dodging better. Too bad you can't go past the cutscenes. That did super crazy damage. See, I gotta hit him up high. That's what I gotta do. Plus, we still have health here, so we got this. Fine. Punch. Get away from him. Get away from him. We got this. Alright, get away from him. We got this. Oh. Come on. He's not that hard. Punch. We beat him. Got him. Watch it be phase 2. Dark Avenger. This weapon once belonged to the human warrior known as Draven. During countless duels, the weapon absorbed Draven's own rage and thirst for revenge against those who wronged him. The Dark Avenger is infamous for possessing a furious lust for blood and carnage. Okay, new weapon. Vagabond cover. That's good stuff. Alright, let's put that on. We gotta escape here now. It'll be an easy escape, I hope. Inescapable. Enemies struck by teleport slash have a chance to be slowed by frost, slowed by 20%, lasts 2 seconds, 25% chance slow. Yeah, why not? Need 2 skill points. Increase the health of the summoned ghouls. I have yet to summon a ghoul. How do you summon a ghoul? Oh, we never purchased that. Alright. An item here. We're out of here. Health. Now they give us the health. Next, summon a ghoul. I gotta learn how to summon ghouls, and I need to know how to use that special move I don't have. Oh, an even better weapon than the one I got. But this does frost damage. Try the frost damage. No better time than now. To learn? Yeah. Game has a learning curve. If they're gonna give you a tutorial, this is how you summon a ghoul. Or maybe we didn't have the ability to summon a ghoul, that was the problem. Alright, I think I'm ready to call this a night. Just get out of here. This last chest. What the heck is that? Well, it's been a fun stream. Another Vagabond Shroud. Better. Oh, we never had that. There's definitive edition for the DLC armor. The game made you go search for it like any other armor. I don't know exactly the definitive edition. I only played the first level on it. They give you all the DLC. I don't know much about the game other than the first level. It tells me I'm turning this the wrong way, or am I? Level up. Get good. I'm telling you, because that's what I have to do. Oh, okay. The DLC armor, the game made you go search for it like any other armor. Really? We gotta search for everything here. Now what?
It's time you find something.
Where do we go now? Another book page. Oh, right here, the staircase. Played far longer than I expected tonight because we got stuck in this first dungeon. This is, like, inexcusable on my part. We're learning the game, though. First playthrough. I hope whatever dungeon we play next is a lot easier. Take up half the stream. Sure give you a lot of loot in this game. Resistance, defense down. I don't want to get anything that lowers your defense, pretty much. Level 1 dungeon. Yeah, sorry, Arrogant. The first thing we had to do. Let's we talk to this guy now and turn in the quest.
How did you... No, doesn't matter. You have done what I failed to do. You must take the good news to Alya as soon as you can.
Alright, we'll at least do that. Finish this quest. Hopefully it'll save. Fast travel to discovered locations on your map. Press... Alright. Why would we fast travel back here? Or can I just fast travel to Alya? Forge. Here. Turn to her. Fast travel is not on here? Really? You said I could fast travel to discovered locations, including the town. What is wrong with you? Alright, we'll just go back this way.
This is no place for a horse.
Give me my horse. Gotta turn in the quest, come on. Yeah, so I want to try some, dungeon crawlers this time around. I have a couple on my list. I think the first one we'll eventually play is Vaporum. Not that long. Skeleton horse? Yeah, the horse... The horse hasn't been fed. I believe it belongs to Strife, aka, Famine. Just borrowing this horse. Come back for that. Too many items in this game you gotta collect. Not really a complaint though, because some games have enough items. I might play, like, just explore offline some of the areas, just to do some secondary objectives. Because I feel like we'll be playing this game forever. I need to learn certain things, how to summon ghouls, how to use the more powerful move. This horse can't go faster. Weeping Crag. Might also want to look up a playthrough just to see the number of chapters in this game, or missions, or whatever they call them, to get a sense of where we are in the game, or where we will be. You can see why they have fast travel. This game really needs it. The map kind of reminds me of Jak and Daxter. Oh, really? Yeah, it reminded me, I felt like this was like Shadow of the Colossus. There's like nothing around here, and you're just going by horseback. I can't wait till we get some fast travel. This is a little ridiculous. Oh, the corner map? Yeah, the corner map is very Jak and Daxter. Oh, no. I'm up there. Traveling and environment definitely closer to Shadow of Colossus minus the crazy graphics. Yeah. Like there was a lot of traveling to do in the first game, but not this much. I'm just going back to turn in a mission this so I could save the game. Like I'm doing anything important. I want to see something real quick. I want to see if we have any XP points. Nope, we're done. So I know they say don't build up both trees. Stick to one skill path. I probably should do that. I'm gonna send this on a second mission. Fable made you walk everywhere. Yeah, but
The mountain flows again.
Yes, freed by my hand. And Khan's.
Karn? That pup? He hasn't a clue. And yet, the forge burns once more. You know what awaits you, Ryder. To finish this, you must restore the tears.
I'm not your errand boy, Maker.
I was about to say that.
But our fates are now yoked. Help us, and we will help you. In the meantime, take this. It might be of use.
Ooh, an achievement. Looks familiar. A powerful pistol belonging to Death's brother, Strife.
This pistol. It belongs to my brother, Strife. How came it here?
I cannot say, but there are other goods you may barter for now as well. Restore the tears, then return to me.
Level up. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we'll level up next time. Thank you, Arrogant. All that jazz. See you around. Yes, thank you for hanging out. Tikaru, thank you for hanging out. Everybody who was here tonight, it's been fun. I'm going to work out the kinks with the sound, and then we'll take it from there. Hopefully this saves the game.
It's you, Horseman.
Okay, we got a gun now. That's cool. Alright, well. The new talking screen. Thanks for coming out, guys. We'll be back. I even put up the right time. September 8th, 8:30 p.m. We'll be back. See you then. More Darksiders 2. And, yeah. There you go. See who we're gonna raid. Who's on right now? Or am I not allowed to see who's on anymore because, you know, Twitch takes everything away.
What brings you before me?
Vertiginous is playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, let's raid him. Good night, everyone. Vertiginous was in our channel earlier. Take care. Later, Tiguru. Stay cool.
I completely understand. Yo! Nix that nut! Oh, dude. This is the raid, man. Ah! Raid! Oh my god, we're almost dying. Can I go back to having the guy play? I don't think I can. Can I? I can't. Once you jump in, you jump in. Yo, Nix.